Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing a scavenger type of build, as in a build that does not rely on a secondary stratagem weapon to use, rather it hopes, at least I hope, to find a secondary stratagem weapon on the battlefield. I have chosen to drop near the Mega Nest because I am using the orbital walking barrage multiple times before even actually entering there. So yeah, quick look at the map to see if there is anything suspicious. I spotted the radar, which is gonna come in handy, very handy. And immediately I'm going to call in the supply pack, yeah. The resupply stratagem. So right now I'm going to the radar station. Also keep in mind, as I said the last time, that if the Terminids are not fighting you or not seeing you, you can call in a sentry and not worry about them calling in a breach. So a good strategy is to actually call the sentry and just ignore it, let it do its work without them calling the breach. So yeah, I'm trying to use the Tesla and gas grenades to confuse them and let the Tesla start its arc, is electroshocks chains on the enemies. So every time, as always, check your surroundings on the map. If there is a Stalker nest, a suspicious looking nest, here I was lucky because I actually stumbled on it. So yeah. Also sometimes the Stalker nest has a secondary stratagem weapon on it, so I was hoping to find one, but yeah, not for now. So I'm going directly on the Shirieker nest here. Meanwhile, the machine gun sentry is firing its projectiles, but yeah, I see the I see the armor bouncing icon, so it is trying to hit someone that is armored. Should be a charger or an impaler, I don't know. So yeah, launch your hell bomb at the center, and the Shiriekers cannot hit it, so you can safely activate it and go away, and do not worry about it blowing up. The Shiriekers will not be able to hit it. So yeah, there is still no breach for now, so we are still trying to gauge the situation and see what has the Tesla tower done on the radar station. Let's see. Hopefully the guard dog will kill, and yeah, the Tesla tower is still there, so I'm launching still more towers, more sentries. So since the Tesla tower is still there, I thought it would be a good idea to attack the first egg nest. So yeah, gas grenade is very strong. It is one of my favorite grenades because it confuses the enemy and gives you the time to actually lose them or fight them without worrying of a breach or whatever it is. Okay, so the first breach came in, so I'm trying to gain my ground. Okay, so I saw something. Yeah, when you see a pair of Terminids just standing still, guarding nothing, most of the times it's gonna be a secondary weapon. So yeah, this time it should be a machine gun, if I saw it correctly. So yep. So yeah, I am on the edge of the map, and yeah, usually this type of crates usually contain a secondary weapon stratagem and some ammo, or they are completely empty. You have two choices. Probably the grenade launcher would have been a luckier thing, but yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to use the machine gun. So right now we are using like 6 stratagems total. which is the four stratagems we brought in with our build, plus the orbital rail cannon, which is an additional stratagem, and the MG43, which is the found weapon, the scavenged weapon. We found it. So let's go back to the radar. Hopefully the Tesla tower died, so we can actually activate this radar. So yeah, this is not an optimized build for speedruns by any means. It is just a different way to approach the game if you have additional stratagems and want to test the capabilities of some meme stratagems, because you have an additional one to play with. In this case, we have two additional ones. So yeah, let's leave some scorched earth with the crisper pistol. Crossbow is very useful to close bug holes very rapidly. And for crowd control, the guard dog plus now the MG43 are a very solid choice. So yeah, still not being able to check on the radar. I'm just going around here. I'm running circles to wait for my opportunity. Also, yeah, now in this situation you have mostly like two choices, like the egg nest or the radar. You kite all of the enemies around you, so there shouldn't be many more enemies here. We shouldn't encounter much resistance. Yeah, the machine gun is not that bad actually. The machine gun combined with the guard dog is actually a very strong crowd control weapons. So yeah. Yeah, the crossbow is also very, very good at killing those eggs. So we are at 46 eggs on 60, so the ones I see on the wall should be enough. I'm leaving a Tesla tower here to make some of the heavy lifting. Hopefully there are no chargers around and the Tesla can do its work. Trying some long-range sniping of the eggs, and that's it. Unfortunately, there was a charger just destroying the Tesla tower immediately, so yeah. The Tesla tower seems to be quite good at crowd control, but yeah, armored enemies like the Impalers, Chargers, and of course the Titans are no match. So yeah, let's get a refill, a machine gun to distract the enemies, because I will need to turn the radar. Ah, okay, no, it was already aligned, so that's very lucky for us. So before going away, it is always a good choice to actually check on the Mega Nest and try another walking barrage, but yeah, I forgot about that and went straight for the west side of the map. Looks like there's a spore charger. Yeah, I see that. The gas actually confused it, so yeah. I quickly realized that my loadout is not capable of taking care of chargers very easily, so I just try to confuse it and lose his sight, try to outrun it. Always, when you kite the enemies, always try to break line of sight, because it will also break their chasing. Not all of the times, but the majority of the times. So it is a good practice to try and break line of sight as much as possible with the environment, like rocks or whatever you can use to avoid being seen. And yeah, the Tesla is coming back. So again, Tesla tower plus the gas, so they are confused and the Tesla is ready to actually zap all of them. Plus a machine gun just on the back to amplify the cover. So The idea here is to let the two sentries clean the enemies so that we can close the bug holes easily. Be aware of your own sentries hitting you. Here I thought I actually closed the hole, but yeah, the crossbow did not do it, so... yeah, very risky here. If the Shiriekers managed to headshot you, that would have been a death, that's for sure, so... yeah, and we closed it. So the Tesla there will try to act as a decoy for us, so it's good. Until it dies, it will still rack up kills, as you can see. Tesla Tower seems to have a lot of HP actually compared to the other sentries, which is very good. So if there is no heavily armored enemy like the chargers, impalers and such, it is surprisingly durable against those enemies. So yeah. Here I'm trying to scavenge as much as possible, as the build suggests. Remember that the MG43 is not part of our loadout, so if we die, we lose it. We have to get it back. Okay, so now I am using the orbital walking barrage to try and snipe some holes here and clear some of the enemies. Tesla is coming back again, so it is wise to launch it between you and your enemy, so it will block the enemies chasing you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I stepped on those explosive mushrooms or whatever they are. Okay, so let's try to close as many holes as possible here. Before it gets too crowded, so let's go. Crossbow is very, very useful for closing bug holes. It is precise, fast, and you can fire it even in one hand, so if you are running, you will still have enough speed to actually close the holes and go away. So yeah, easy bug nest here, leaving some scorched herd behind me and going away. Some confusion always helps with the gas to break the chase. Always use your two sentries to act as a decoy. Do not stay with them unless they are heavy hitting sentries like the rocket or the autocannon sentries. The machine gun sentry has a very low cooldown and is very useful as a sort of pawn to use as a decoy. So yeah. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. So yeah, the orbital rail cannon strike is an amplified stratagem we get today, so I'm using that as well as a scavenger build. I use whatever I have. Even if it is not optimized as a build, we are trying to use as much as possible. So this was a bad Tesla tower in my opinion. It is one of my mistakes, because there are two chargers which are going to destroy it immediately. Probably it's already dead, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, there is a high chance the charger actually destroyed that. Yeah, that was risky, but I had to do it. So let's go in. It is risky to actually going back, so I thought it would be a good idea to go away from now and let them just cool down. Try to avoid the tentacles. So yeah, if you have problems, like for example earlier that more armored enemies are spawned together, just leave the area and kite them away, do something else, let the sentries take care of the rest of the enemies. Here it was a lucky hell bomb, I found it, so that's a kill. And as I said, just do not force yourself in situations where you are sure you are not up to the fight. Like for example, this build is not optimized for heavily armored targets. If you meet a lot of those, like for example Titan, Impaler and Chargers all together, oh, the mushrooms exploded by, I guess there was a Shrieker diving in. So yeah, as I was saying, just do not force your fights on very bad odds. If I had, for example, a recoilless rifle or expandable anti-tank, quasar cannon or whatever, it was at least I would have tried to engage, but with this build you are not up to the fight on armored enemies. Do not do it. Okay, so now onto the artillery. The sentries will help me. The sentry will help me loading up the artillery projectiles. Yeah, that was risky. My own sentry was about to kill me, so yeah. Always keep an eye on your sentries. Yeah. Launch your projectiles as fast as possible. You don't have much time here on solo missions. The artillery is very, very difficult as a secondary objective because of all of the patrols that will come in. I'm launching the orbital rail cannon to kill the Impaler. I do not want tentacles here to block my submission here, so yeah. I hear around me there should be a charger, I think. I think so, at least. Oh, it was already active. I forgot I already activated the terminal, so let's go and charge it up. I always like to charge the mini nuke at the first place and then the other explosives on the other places, so that at least I have a strong shot at the first choice, as my first choice. So yeah, I see the Bile Titan, but for the moment it is not engaging me. So let's load it up and go away. So now you have to assess your situation behind you and check if the heavily armored target, which are the ones you cannot handle, are chasing you. And yeah, they are. The Titan is very annoying and I don't have the orbital rail cannon, so the mini nuke, I choose to call in the mini nuke immediately. So yeah, it will kill most of the armored targets. The smaller guys I do not care about. I will just call in the sentries. Again, sentry in the egg nest. I'll let it do some of the heavy lifting. The breach has already been called, so I am sure that inside the nest there won't be any more breaches for now. So I am trying to position my sentries around. So in the meanwhile that my sentries are killing some of the enemies, it is a good idea to assault this nest. The Titan is very unfortunate, so second artillery shot, let it speed and to stand still there, and yeah, that's a nice shot. So if you have some of the, for example, Eagle 500 kilobomb or the orbital precision strike, and you are missing the Titans, a good practice is to always bait their speed attack and let the stratagem hit. So yeah, the speed attack makes the Titan stand still for some time. If you already destroyed the bile sac or whatever it is called, so that it will chase you, it's gonna be more difficult, but yeah, nothing too hard. Actually, just bait their melee attack and do the same thing. So yeah, let's go back to this nest and let's see. We are at 36 eggs, so there shouldn't be many enemies around, hopefully. It is more crowded than I thought, so yeah. I'm using the gas to confuse them. Wow, there is a lot of enemies. I cannot go inside right now. Tesla tower again, I guess. Yeah. Use the Tesla to distract them and try to enter from the back of the nest. I'm trying to see if I get lucky with the gas grenade, but looks like we are still missing 4 eggs, so 2 eggs, sorry. Machine gun again to try to lure them to attack the sentry so that I can enter, and yeah, those are the eggs missing. So as you can see, the scavenger build is made for hit and run tactics. You cannot afford to actually fight head on the breaches because of the armored enemies, but it is another way of playing this game. So Helldivers do grants you a lot of possibilities to actually finish the missions and use some niche tactics, like for example the Tesla tower and such. So yeah, let's keep going here. We are missing half of the bug nest, half of the bug nest ahead of us, some eggs on the last primary objective, and the mega fortress, sorry, the mega nest. It's a good idea to close in any bug holes you are meeting on your way. Not mandatory for the 100% mission completion, but you will limit the patrols spawn. Check your radar as always to see how many enemies are chasing you and how many enemies you have on your surroundings. Using the scout armor is even better because your map pins are going to also check for enemies and such, so they act as secondary raiders. Okay, so the Tesla tower is there and is doing some heavy lifting. I am trying to protect it by rail cannon, using the rail cannon on the Titan. So yeah, the Tesla tower is still there. That was risky. The drone was about to headshot me. I don't want to go near that Tesla tower for now. Don't want to be zapped. So I'm trying to snipe from far away. Okay, only the hole near the Tesla tower is remaining, so I am trying right now to leave some scorched earth behind me with the flame pistol. I love the flame pistol actually. It breaks chasing enemies very effectively with the flame damage. If you pair it up with the gas grenades, you make up for a deadly damage over time combination. So yeah, I have to be fast right now. I'm trying to break my own Tesla to avoid getting killed. And yeah, I found the angle eventually, so just going away. I'll let the Tesla tower eat all of the damage and let me run away. So we are still on our way for the last objective. I've used the machine gun sentry. It has very low cooldown and it is a very good decoy for enemy forces. So meanwhile I'm waiting the ammo, I try to snipe as much eggs as possible and let's go. Tesla is coming back again. It actually is a very low cooldown for the Tesla tower. I don't remember it being so fast in coming back. We are still missing 15 eggs, so let's go. I need to reload, so I let the gas grenade do the work. And let's go. Okay, so now the last secondary objective is waiting and the mega nest. So let's go. We still have the MG43 to use, so that's nice. This could potentially be another secondary stratagem weapon here, but yeah, it is not. So let's go. I'm still hoping to find the grenade launcher. It is probably the best you can find in this mission, this type of missions. This is probably the best secondary. Maybe the flamethrower is also very good, but it is only found in the destructible containers, I guess. It is not found normally. So here, always ping your objective at 45 meters about and launch your stratagem for a perfect launch, as you can see. I launched the artillery strike, so yeah. It should be the high yield, no, sorry, it is the normal explosive, but yeah, it is good. So let's go to the mega nest. So I'm launching some towers to let me go without them chasing me. At least I hope so. I have the orbital walking barrage here to help me with the mega nest. So let's see. The main problem with the mega nest is the heavy amount of impalers that are there waiting for you, so hopefully the orbital barrages are taking care of those. I hear some of them are dying and the breach has come. This is not good. Well, luckily only 2 holes are remaining from our orbital walking barrage, so yeah. I saw one, but yeah, I noticed there are 2 impalers there, so I'm trying to find a better angle. So this looks good, yeah. There is still one last hole, so yeah, we have to find it. There are a ton of impalers, as you can see. That was risky, but yeah, we managed to escape. Let's keep going. Yeah, and that's the last one. So yeah. I have only 1 steam left, so I have to be very careful. Hive guard, so yeah. I escape here, it seems to be a free way, hopefully so yeah. Just muscle memory there. launching a sentry and a confusion grenade, gas confusion grenade immediately, even if there is no enemy, to let the sentry do its work. Okay, so now only extraction is needed. Hopefully we are still keeping our lives here and we are not dying. We need to be refilled all the way up, so all in all, Tesla Tower is not that bad actually. It is not, of course, it is not meta, it is very a meme stratagem, but I have to admit it is better than I thought. At least in the durability department, it keeps the enemies at bay for a very long time unless there are heavily armored ones. Okay, let's go. Yeah, they saw me, so I am forced to kill them. In these cases, the less noise you do with your guns, the better it is to avoid patrols, but yeah. I had to resort to fight, so yeah. So I left another Tesla tower there, but yeah, the charger has to die very fast, because if the charger survives, it will destroy the Tesla, so yeah. Now hopefully the Tesla will do the heavy lifting for us and kill the patrols. Yeah, I have to resist 2 minutes here. Let's hope so. Always calling the sentries on the high ground to gain a better view. And yeah, I have too many patrols around me. The chances of a breach are very high, so I'm trying to overpower them with gas grenades and explosive crossbow. So this patrol actually... There is still one enemy left, I guess. Yeah, this one. And it's too late. That's a breach. So if there are... Okay. If there are few or no armored enemies, we could defend it, but the Impalers is really... The Impalers and a Titan. So it's very difficult to defend here. That's a starfish. Starfish dead, so... Yeah, not much we could do there, so yeah. I tried to spawn near the machine gun, hoping for it to defend me in the very first moments of... But yeah, not even that. So we have a charger, a Titan, and an Impaler. If you happen to go near your Tesla towers, always try to dive, because it resets the zapping charge, so you will survive because it will not attack you. So okay, I'm trying the orbital walking barrage here. Yeah, and it killed me. Fuck. Okay, it happens. I was very unlucky, so... See, as I said, we are not optimized to fight many armored enemies, so yeah. Right now I don't even have the guard dog, not even the MG43, so... At least we are trying to get back the MG, so yeah. The Titan is still there, I can hear it spitting. We cannot go there, there is too many concentration of enemies, so we have to go back, go past the Titan. Yeah, the Titan will kill the Tesla immediately, but it will at least aggro it for just a tiny second, which gets us some seconds to breathe. We need 10 seconds for the Pelican to come in. So when there is a high concentration of armored enemies, just let the Pelican stay in flight and kill everything by just going away as soon as the timer runs out. So yeah. So as you can see, the Pelican will not land and will keep pummeling everything. The Pelican autocannon is the strongest weapon in the game. It will destroy everything there. As you can see, it will keep destroying everything. It will stay there until the mission timer runs out, so we have plenty of time to actually refill us with stims, and as soon as we get all of the stims we can go back and extract. Unfortunately we died 2 times, but yeah, we couldn't do much there. especially with the Impaler plus the Titan plus the Charger. It was a bit too much to handle with our current loadout, so yes, as you can see, it has a very long range. The Pelican actually hit near us, so yeah. It is probably the strongest stratagem in the game. I guess we can go safely now and extract without many problems. As you can see, it just deleted everything here. The Titan, the Charger, the 2 Impalers, and all of the minions. It just destroyed everything. Man, that autocannon is a menace. If you're more like the speedrun type, you can check my other 2 speedruns I posted on my channel. One on the Terminate side and the other one on the automaton side. So yeah. If you enjoyed this type of videos, please like and subscribe, and bye bye, see ya next time.